Welcome back to Dinar Community, your trusted source for reliable, deeply researched analysis on currency revaluation movements across the globe. After years of rumors, speculation, and heated debate within financial circles, we now stand at the edge of a truly historic shift. What was once dismissed as internet chatter is now being affirmed at the highest levels of government. For decades, many in the financial world quietly tracked undervalued currencies like the Vietnamese Dong (VND), Iraqi Dinar (IQD), and Zimbabwe Dollar (ZWL). While critics mocked the idea of these currencies ever gaining value, committed analysts and patient investors held firm. Now, that long wait may finally be over. The turning point, a major development from Vietnam's official state media. The Vietnam News Agency (VNA), the nation's government-operated press office, has just released a statement confirming that official discussions are underway regarding a potential revaluation of the Vietnamese Dong. This isn't internet gossip or an unverified social media leak. This is an authorized declaration from Vietnam's central leadership, shared through official press channels. For the first time in recent history, the Vietnamese government has publicly acknowledged it is reviewing the valuation of its national currency, an unprecedented move with sweeping implications. Those familiar with the coded language of central banks and global finance understand what this signals: the early stages of a planned and deliberate currency revaluation. It's not theoretical, it's not hypothetical, it's strategic, and it's happening now. A carefully timed announcement. The release of this official statement wasn't coincidental. It was timed to coincide with Vietnam's upcoming participation in a major ASEAN monetary summit, where financial leaders across Southeast Asia will discuss digital currency rollouts, trade integration, and the evolving global monetary landscape. One of the most powerful indicators in the VNA release came from Deputy Minister of Finance, Mr. Le Hong, who stated, "Greater than, the current structure of the Dong does not reflect the real strength of our economic fundamentals." For central banking analysts, that is as close to saying, a revaluation is imminent, as one can get in official terms. Statements like this are not made lightly, they are part of a long-structured messaging campaign designed to guide markets and signal intention. Vietnam's growing economic power. It's essential to understand how far Vietnam has come. Once viewed as a struggling post-war economy, Vietnam is now one of Southeast Asia's fastest-growing economies, with consistent GDP growth above 6%, rising industrial capacity, a booming tech sector, and surging foreign investment. Despite this, the Vietnamese Dong has remained heavily undervalued, hovering around 24,000 Vietnamese Dongs to one United States dollar, a rate far below what would reflect the country's economic strength. Why? Because this undervaluation has served Vietnam's export-driven economy well, attracting foreign manufacturers by keeping labor and production costs competitive. But that strategy has run its course. Vietnam is now ready to recalibrate, and this recent announcement makes it clear: the undervaluation of the Dong is about to end. Global banking institutions already moving. Financial insiders have been preparing for this moment behind closed doors. In Asia's trading hubs, from Singapore to Bangkok, institutional investors have been quietly increasing their VND positions. Major banks are subtly adjusting their forecasts. One of the clearest indicators comes from HSBC Vietnam, which has recently modified its forward contracts on the Dong, a signal typically reserved for anticipating market shifts. Moreover, HSBC's private banking division has reportedly begun advising select high-net-worth clients to reassess their Dong exposure. In the U.S., J.P. Morgan Chase and Wells Fargo have also begun releasing exotic currency memos that reference upcoming market changes in Southeast Asia. Though these memos avoid direct language like revaluation, the context leaves little doubt: something significant is on the horizon. Expert insights confirm the shift. We reached out to a panel of respected global economists to interpret what these signals mean. Their insights were unanimous. A Dong revaluation is no longer speculation, it's a strategic inevitability. Dr. Helen Branson, a monetary analyst at the London School of Economics, explained, "Greater than, when a nation's GDP, reserves, and trade balance all rise while its currency remains stagnant, that's a classic sign of a pending revaluation." Her assessment was echoed by Nguyen Du Ton, a former policy advisor to Vietnam's central bank, who revealed this has been in planning for over 5 years. According to him, Vietnam has intentionally avoided tipping its hand, until now. Finally, Tendai Makusha, a monetary expert advising the African Reserve Initiative, pointed out that Vietnam's move aligns with a broader trend, the repositioning of undervalued currencies into the global system. He likened Vietnam's move to Zimbabwe's transition to the gold-backed ZiG currency, suggesting both are steps toward inclusion in a future IMF special drawing rights SDR basket. From speculation to reality. For holders of VND, IQD, or ZWL, this moment marks the transition from speculative dream to verified opportunity. Vietnam's confirmation sets off what could become a global revaluation domino effect, with Iraq and Zimbabwe likely next in line. While the exact scale of the Dong's revaluation remains uncertain, analysts suggest a phased reset is most probable. Phase 1. A modest upward shift to around 5,000 Vietnamese Dongs per USD. Phase 2. Once digital integration and monetary harmonization settle in, potential realignment closer to 2,000 Vietnamese Dongs per USD or better. For context, if you hold $100 in Dong at the current 24,001 rate, a revaluation to 5,001 would make that worth roughly $480. If the second phase hits 2,001, it could exceed $1,200, all from a single $100 position. What comes next? This revaluation won't happen overnight, but it's now unfolding on a clear trajectory. Here's what insiders are watching. Play button June 18 to 30, 2025. Continued statements from VNA and Vietnam's central bank. Subtle Forex movements as institutional positions increase. Investor sentiment recalibrating. Play button July 1 to 10, 2025. Launch of a digital Dong pilot. Adjustments in Forex rate bands. Private banking clients may receive first early exchange access. Play button August 2025. Public rate adjustments. Full digital currency rollout. Potential international Forex listing with revised values. Final thoughts. Strategy over speculation. This is a defining moment. Vietnam's official statement has turned years of rumors into tangible financial action. But success now depends not on hope, but on strategy. Follow the official channels, monitor verified statements, and prepare with discipline. For those holding Vietnamese Dong, and even IQD or Zimbabwean ZiG, this is your window of transformation. A rare financial reset is underway, and those who are ready may soon witness the kind of wealth transfer typically only discussed in history books. Like and subscribe for more videos.